Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with another scrapbook process video for the Confessions of a Paper Addict design team. And today I'm going to start out my layout by creating my background, and I kept it really simple for this one. I pulled out this stencil that I have and some Distress Oxide ink in, I believe this is mustard seed. I have a piece of pattern paper that is an ombre from a light yellow to a dark yellow, and I'm just going to use this stencil and create these circular, or sort of, it's a very sort of bubble type of stencil, and so I'm going to just add a little bit of stenciling to the background of my pattern paper. Now, most of this, because I'm going to add things on top of it, does get covered up, but I just want it to be able to have a little bit of something peeking out around the edges of my layout, and so this worked out perfectly. I kept it really, really simple, and actually this entire layout really only took me less than probably 20 minutes, probably because I had backed the cut file off camera and did obviously the cutting of it off camera. So I just ended up having to put the rest of the layout together. So it made it come together quite quickly, which was great. I really wanted my cut file, which you'll see here in just a moment, to kind of take center stage along with my photos. So I kept most of the layout pretty simple. That's kind of been the theme for my layouts lately. Now I am adding just a little bit of shimmers, colorings in Mai Tai, or Mandarin Mai Tai, I guess it's called, and just doing a few splatters in the background to again add a little bit of interest. I will back this entire thing on a piece of cardstock, which you will see come into play as we go through the layout. But once I have that down, I have gone ahead and just added that cardstock to the background, and now we're going to bring out that really fun cut file. This was one of my favorite cut files that were released for the month of August. I loved this beach sign, and so I thought it would be fun to use that, and I actually cut it with colored cardstock, which is not something I typically do. Most of my cut files tend to be cut in white cardstock or black, and I thought it was fun to kind of cut this one with this fun colored cardstock and use it in a bit different instead of the white edges. And so that is the sort of main staple of my layout, is going to be that cut file, which I love how it turned out. And then I have 3 photos here, which are all photos. One is the sign, and then 2 are of the beach. And this is actually the beach that I grew up very close to when I was a kid. I lived in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, and so we had a beach that was not too far away from us. And so this was the beach that we went to, especially in the summer and the fall, especially before it got too cold. We would walk on the beach at night, especially. It was always so beautiful. So I grabbed these photos. I don't really have a lot of actual photos from growing up. Photo taking wasn't a big thing, so these are ones that I have that I found online, but they are definitely pictures of the beach that I remember, and so I am using those for my layout today. Now I have 3 photos, so they are about a 4x4 size. I'm going to mat them on those 4x4 cards that I showed, and then I'm just building my cluster here with some chipboard and some just different cut apart pieces. I have some cameras, some other sort of beach icons, and some phrases that are all sort of beach related. I also have a few acrylic pieces that I'm going to add to my clusters, and those 3 clusters and the cut file are pretty much how this entire layout's going to go. I don't really change it up a whole lot. I will go ahead and off camera glue all of this down, and then the last thing that you'll see me do is add my title and just a few finishing touches. But how you see it here is pretty much how this layout is going to come together. I will tell you that all the links are down below for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Etsy shop, so be sure to go and check out all the fun cut files and grab all the summer cut files that you want to use on your pages. Check this one out. It's a great one. And I will also have the link to the Facebook group that is a great inspiration place to find lots of ideas to use your cut files. And so be sure to come over and show us your projects. We love to see what you all are creating. Now I have glued everything down, and I am going to add that title. I kept it super simple. I just used a pre-made title called Sun and Fun. And like I said, these are photos of the beach that I grew up on. So this is going to go in my album, and I will probably have multiple stories that I will kind of put on pages that'll go behind this one, with maybe just other pictures of the beach itself. Like I said, I don't really have photos. I may have some, I would have to go look for, of old ones where I was actually on the beach with my family. But like I said, back then we didn't take a whole lot of photos, so I don't know that I'll have those, but I will have plenty of pages that will tell stories of growing up very close and living so close to the beach. I'm not a huge beach person. I don't love the sand, but I definitely always enjoyed walking on the beach, and we hung out there quite a bit when we were younger. And so I thought these were kind of perfect pictures to kind of tell that story with this cut file. Now I am just finishing up my page with these enameled dots. And so once I have put these enameled dots and some puffy stickers down, we are going to call this one done. So here is the layout. The still photos are coming up, and just remember, I do have all of the links down below if you want to check out Cut Files and grab some for yourself, as well as the Facebook group. So with that, guys, here are the still photos, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.